Binford looks like he's going to field it. Sorry, that's Trevor Powell. Works up the middle. Gets out to about the 29-yard line of the Mavericks.
Where the Mavericks will have the ball first and 10. Jordan Sanders on the tackle.
Senior. At center, junior Rustin Artery, number 50.
And we're off and running, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks like the Mavericks will actually start closer to their own 28-yard line. Binford, the starting quarterback for the Mavericks. Powell in the backfield next to him. Hand off to Powell. He powers forward. Gets out to about the 35-yard line.
Check those field conditions down there.
Alex Bruckner. Okay. I think your tongue swelled up because that trucker bed.
It's a 6-yard gain for Powell. Bring up 2nd and 4.
Second and a long 3.
Powell gets the handoff again. Takes it up to just past the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Mavericks.
Clay Jarnigan on the tackle, but that's enough for a Maverick. First down. Okay, y'all got to get better than that.
So 2 carries early here for Powell. Has 11 yards. And Mavericks move the chains quickly on the Timberwolves.
First and 10 for the Mavericks at the midfield line.
Maverick line up in a shotgun formation. Binford takes a snap. Fakes the handoff to Powell. It's a pass, but just out of the reach of Trevor Tyree.
Clay Jarnigan covering on the play. That's going to bring up second down and 10.
And talking with head coach Young.
Be 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks.
Oh, are they? Thank you.
2nd and 10. Mavericks in the shotgun yet again. Powell takes a snap. He's going to his right. He's going to keep it. But he's got in the backfield the Timberwolves. Good run defense there. He is dropped at the Maverick 37-yard line. That's a loss of 3.
Loss of about 3. That's going to bring up third down at 13.
So 3rd and long here for the Mavericks early on. They need to get to just past the 30-yard line for a first down. So 3rd and 13. Binford takes a snap. He's going to keep it up the middle. He's got some room. He's got a lot of room. No one is going to be able to catch him. That's going to be a touchdown for the Mavericks. 43 yards on the touchdown run for Binford.
43 yards for Ross Binford on the ground. Touchdown.
So, good first drive here for the Mavericks, putting 6 on the board. They'll try to tack on 2 here.
You can't stop Ross Binford, but you got to contain him. Right here. And certainly not to start this squad. Front and center.
Mavericks line up for the 2-point conversion. Binford takes a snap from shotgun. He's going to pass it. He's pressured. And it is caught by number 15. Jordan Wyrick with the conversion reception. So fast start here for the Mavericks. 10:23 left to go here in the first quarter. And the Mavericks have an early 8-0 lead.
Clay Jarnigan.
4 plays on the touchdown drive for the Mavericks. 2 carries by Powell, 2 by Binford. South Gray takes the kickoff, or South Central, sorry. Looks like we might have had a fumble on the play, but South Central does recover it. Going to have good field position to start their first drive of the game, starting at their own 37.
Timberwolves at their own 37-yard line.
South Central breaks huddle. Looks like they're going to line up in a T formation.
To the right. Be ready. On the left.
Run to the right for South Central. Their quarterback's got some room ahead of him.
Takes an Underwood.
Underwood on the carry. And that is a large gain. He gets all the way into the Maverick 15-yard line.
Down at the 15-yard line, but there is a flag on the play.
Still no sign from the officials on if that one's coming back or not.
20-yard gain, but we do have a flag on the play. We'll see what this is. Illegal procedure against the Timberwolves, so that one is coming to come back.
All the way back. Replay first down.
So a nice play, but not for the Timberwolves, and they'll be pushed back for a long 1st and 15. Going to start on their own. That'll put them back to their own 32-yard line.
Where's your co-host?
And in the backfield, first and 15 from 32.
So 1st and 15 for the Timberwolves.
Direct handoff.
Jarnigan on the carry. He's got some room. Breaks a couple tackles, and he looks like he's going to have a first down all the way down to the Maverick 31-yard line.
Colter Brown on the tackle, caught him from behind, but that's going to be enough for Timberwolves. Okay, we'll let you practice that one more time. That's enough for Timberwolves.
9:56 left in this
Okay, good job.
set it down from the Mavericks 31-yard line.
Timberwolves line up,
Shotgun formation, two-man
running to the left.
himself across the left side. 5 near the 20.
Stetson Underwood on
Stetson, the quarterback, with the keeper.
by Ross Binford. Good gain on the play.
He'll get out to the Maverick 29.
All the way down to the Mavericks 24-yard line, second down and about 3.
Even the helmet logo's back.
People still coming in.
2nd and 3 for the Timberwolves from the Mavericks 33-yard line.
Stetson out of the shotgun.
Backs to his right. Takes the snap himself. Hands it off.
Number 12, Colby Lindsay on the carry.
Lindsay on the carry.
Not much there. He only gets down to about the 25.
Tackle. Loss of a yard.
That's actually a loss on the play.
Bring up third down and 4 for the Timberwolves.
And we'll have third down from 4 from the Maverick 25.
Twins wide out right. Stetson out of the shotgun with one back. The Mavericks rush 3 as Stetson will keep it himself across the
Underwood keeps it, but he is dropped very quickly by the Maverick defense. He's only going to get out to the 24.
Short of the chains, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
4th and 4 for the Timberwolves as they're down 8-0 here early in the first quarter of Kyle Townsend.
Is this being streamed live?
We'll have 4th down and 2 for the Timberwolves. Fairly deep in Maverick territory. Looks like they are going to go for it.
Looks like the Timberwolves.
Underwood out of the shotgun. He's running to his right. He's going to keep it, and he has a lot of room, and he is going to bring it in for a touchdown.
He takes it all the way in. Timberwolves touchdown.
Runs up the right side for the 21-yard touchdown run.
So both teams moving the ball fairly well here early.
One of the officials missed
Haven't had any pass plays yet, but both teams are doing pretty good on the ground. Mavericks had 4 rushes for a quick touchdown on their first possession, and Timberwolves answer with 6 on the ground as well. They'll run up for the 2-point conversion.
Pistol formation. One back goes left, and he's looking
Pass.
left. Nothing.
Pass.
He decides to go there anyway.
And the Timberwolves elect to pass on the 2-point conversion just like the Mavericks, and just like the Mavericks, they convert.
play Jarnigan, and we're all tied up in the first quarter.
So just over 7.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. We have an 8-8 tie. Timberwolves are set to kick off after their first quarter of the evening. Deep for the Mavericks will be number 10, Ross Benford, and number 8, Trevor Powell.
For the Timberwolves to Trevor Powell and Ross Benford for the Mavericks.
Back in Maverick Field, the Timberwolves have tied it up at 8 with the Mavericks. As Jimmy Cook gets set to boost to South Central.
And there's kickoff. It's along the ground. Line lets it through. Benford's going to field it. Oh, he lets it get away from him, but he does look like he recovers it.
Inside the 15-yard line and about the
So long field for the Mavericks, but at least they didn't lose the kickoff.
13-yard line.
Going to start from their own 13. Benford behind center. Going to take the snap. Hands it off to Powell. Powell, he bounces outside. He's still on his feet, breaks a couple tackles, but he is knocked out of bounds up at the 32.
Jordan Sanders knocked him out of bounds, but not until he got a Maverick. First down.
So a nice 19-yard gain to open this drive for the Mavericks. Running game working well for the Mavericks, just as it did on their first drive. Line up again with Benford in the shotgun. Benford takes a snap. Looks like he's going to keep it to his left. And he is still on his feet. He has got a good run going. He bounces back inside. Finally brought down by the Timberwood backfield on the South Central 31-yard line. So a couple really nice runs for the Mavericks on their first two possessions of this drive. 19 yards for Powell on the first carry and 17 yards for Benford on the second.
I heard you real good, Bert.
Benford lines up in the shotgun. Fakes a handoff. He's going to keep it, but he's not getting very far on that carry. He's going to actually end up on the 32-yard line, and that's a 1-yard loss. Bring up 2nd and 11 for the Mavericks on their own 32. Or sorry, on the Timberwolves 32.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and 11.
Benford lines up in the shotgun. Powell to his right. He's going to run to his right, and he's got some room. He's got a lot of room. He will be forced out of bounds at the South Grave 14-yard line.
About the 16-yard line.
Sorry, that's the 16-yard line, not the 14.
Official timeout. We're going to measure. Yep, that's the first down if that marker was right over there. Go down there and tell him, Bert. He was a yard and a half off the line over there. First down. And that's enough for a Maverick. First down.
Looks like Benford did indeed gain enough for a first down, so the Mavericks will get a fresh set of chains, fresh set of downs. They'll start at the Timberwolf 16 for the next fresh set of downs.
First and 10 for the Mavericks on the Timberwolves 16-yard line.
Backfield with him. Keeps it himself, runs right.
Benford keeping it to his right again. Yet another great gain for Benford.
All the way down inside the 5-yard line.
Benford gets down to the Timberwolf 3-yard line. So short field, see if the Mavericks can regain their lead here early in the first half. Benford keeping it, breaks off a tackle, and he is going to bring it in up the middle. So Benford with another 6 points for the Mavericks, and they will line up to attempt the 2-point conversion. Benford lines up in the shotgun. He takes it. It's another pass. High pass. That's going to fall incomplete. So no good on the conversion for the Mavericks. But they do have the lead again, 14-8, with just over 5.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Here with about 5.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. The Mavericks have scored on their first 2 possessions. All on the ground is how they've done their damage, aside from the 2-point conversion. They've run it 10 times for 113 yards. The two carriers so far for the Mavericks are Benford. Benford has 7 carries for 83 yards. It's leading rusher for the Mavericks right now. And here the Mavericks are set to will kick off to the Timberwolves. Tyree to kick off. Kicks it off deep. That's Jarnigan taking the kickoff. And he gets outside, and he's going to have a nice return, getting it all the way out to the Timberwolf, call it the 38-yard line. So fast offensive start here. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. 2 for the Mavericks, 1 for the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves will look to even the score or even pull ahead here with their second possession of the game. Jarnigan takes the handoff, but he meets a lot of Mavericks in the backfield. Able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but nothing more. Will bring up 2nd and 10 from the 38. Underwood is going to form up in the shotgun. Takes the snap, and he's going to run to his right. He's going to keep it, and he's got some room ahead of him. He is going to be forced out of bounds, but not before he gets out to the Maverick 29. I actually call that the Maverick 30.
Underwood on the quarterback keeper around the right side, and he is lassoed down by Trevor Powell, but not until he gets a Timberwolf.
Call that a 12-yard gain for Underwood on second down. Bring up 1st and 10 from the Maverick 30. Underwood lining up from the shotgun. Lindsay to his side. Underwood drops it back to pass. He's got a man open. Mavericks must tackle. Gets down to just shy of the 20-yard line. Jarnigan is the receiver on that one.
Assisted by Trevor Powell, and he's going to be stopped short of the chains. That's going to bring up second down and short.
So it'd be second and just a foot for the Timberwolves. Underwood goes out of the shotgun. He's going to roll out to his left. He's going to keep it. He gets outside and gains a few yards. That's going to give him a first down, though. Underwood gets out to the 16-yard line of the Mavericks. Be first and 10 from the 16. Underwood, he's going to hand it off to number 44, but Mavericks can't wrap him up. But the second wave does get him. That's going to be a big loss for the Timberwolves. That was Joey McClary on the carry, but he lost quite a few yards there. He broke the first tackle, but trying to get away from it, he's running behind himself, or the wrong way, and he is downed eventually at the 28-yard line. Underwood's going to keep it. He's running to his left, and he's got some room, but not a lot of room. He's going to get out to the 21-yard line of the Mavericks. Be third and call it about 15. So hard conversion here for the Timberwolves. Underwood drops back to pass. Good protection. He's got Jarnigan. Jarnigan makes a good effort. Looks like he almost was able to make an outstanding catch, but it was not quite able to come down with it. So lost it down for the Timberwolves. It'll be 4th and 15 from the Maverick 21. So Timberwolves are going to go for it on 4th and 15 from the 21. Underwood, he's going to try to pass it again. And he's got a man open. No, it's going to be ruled an incompletion. Jarnigan, once again, the intended receiver. But once again, he just barely not able to hang on to that ball. So with an incompletion on 4th down, the Mavericks will take over on downs at their own 21-yard line. Binford is going to have himself yet another 6 on the ground. That is going to be 59 yards on the carry, and he is shaping up to having yet another great night, keeping with his trend here early this season. So that one-play drive brings the Mavericks lead up to 20-8, and they will try to have another Sioux Point version. Mavericks line up for the 2-point conversion. Binford in the shotgun. Binford going to keep it, running up the middle, but tripped up, and the Mavericks will not get the 2 points this time. But with the very quick drive, they do extend their lead to 20-8 over the Timberwolves. So a very quick one-play drive for the Mavericks, 59-yard touchdown run for Benford. And with that carry, Benford's total, he has 8 rushes on the night, 442 yards, averaging just shy of 18 yards a carry. So once again, Maverick line doing what they usually do, providing some good lanes for him, and Benford taking advantage and having a good first quarter so far here in Greensburg. Tyree is going to be kicking off from the Maverick 30. Jarnigan will be deep for the Timberwolves. Tyree with a short kick. Going to be covered by the Timberwolves at midfield. So Timberwolves take the ball from midfield, try to cut on the Maverick lead. Underwood out of the shotgun. He has no running backs, all wideouts to the right side. Underwood drops back to pass, complete to Jarnigan. But pretty good coverage from the Mavericks, and Jarnigan's only able to get up to the 38-yard line. That'll be a 2-yard gain on the completion. So second and a long 8 for the Timberwolves from the Maverick 38.
Bring up second and 8 inside Maverick territory for the Timberwolves.
Underwood takes a snap. He's running to his right. Able to get a couple yards there. Down to the Maverick 36. Unfortunately, it looks like Underwood might have gotten injured on that play. He's still down on the ground. We'll have an injury timeout here. Underwood able to leave the field under his own power, so that's a good sign. Hopefully we'll see him back here in the game soon. Be 3rd and 6 here for the Timberwolves. Jarnigan is going to be quarterbacking while Underwood's out. Jarnigan has a handoff, but that is going to be nothing doing for the Timberwolves. That's going to be a no gain on the play. That was McCleary on the carry with no gain. Bring up 4th and 6 from the Maverick 36. Underwood is indeed back in the game. Good to see he wasn't out for long, and he will be taking the snap. Underwood drops back to pass. He's got a man open. Breaks the tackle. That's number 23, Steve Westrip, and he is going to be able to bring it in for the 6 points. So Underwood has a few completions here early. That's 36 yards on the touchdown pass to Westrup. Once again, we have a 2-point conversion attempt. Underwood behind center. Jarnigan is in motion, but we're going to have a whistle here. But I do not see a flag just yet. We have a false start against the Timberwolves, so they will have a longer attempt for 2 points here. So the Timberwolves will try to get 2 points from the 8-yard line after that penalty. Underwood's going to take the snap from the shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass. He's throwing. Westrup receives, but he is not able to get in. He is forced out at the 1-yard line by Binford. So no good on the conversion for the Timberwolves. And score sits at, with just under a minute left here in the first quarter, we've got score of Mavericks 20 and Timberwolves 14. Underwood doing a little bit of damage with his arm here early. He has 4 attempts, 3 completions for a total of 48 yards. So Timberwolves proving that they can not only get some yardage on the ground, but also through the air. So see if the Mavericks are able to adjust and maybe limit some of that those air yards in the second quarter. Timberwolves will be kicking off. Powell and Binford are going to be deep for the Mavericks. James Cook is going to be doing the cooking for the Timberwolves. Low line drive kick. It's fielded by Lyman Moorhead. He rumbles forward, and he's going to get out to the Maverick 29. So Mavericks will take over, 1st and 10 from their own 29. Binford lines up in the shotgun, the 4 formation of the Mavericks. He's going to hand off. Trevor Powell took the ball. Didn't get really anything. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 29. There was actually a fumble on that play, and recovered by the Mavericks back at the 25, bring up 2nd and 15 from that area. Binford keeps the ball. He's going to run to his left, but he doesn't have a lot of room. He is only able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, so that's going to be up 3rd and long for the Mavericks. That is the end of play here in the first quarter. We have we're going to start the second quarter with the score of 20-14 in favor of the Mavericks.
First and 10 for the Mavericks inside the Timberwolves territory.
1st and 10 for the Mavericks.
So 1st and 10 for the Mavericks from the Timberwolf 38. Fresh set of downs. Binford takes a snap. He's going to keep it. He does not have a lot of room to work with, though. He's going to gain 1 yard up the middle. Gets up to the 37-yard line, bring up 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9 here for the Mavericks. Binford lines up in the shotgun. He drops back to pass. He's pressured. And he is going to overthrow the receiver. That is number 18, Trevor Tyree, who is trying to connect with, but Binford threw it a little too far. Bring up 3rd and 9 from the Timberwolf 37. So Binford line up behind the center again. Try to convert here on 3rd and long. Binford's going to keep it. He runs up the middle. Does not have a lot of room, however. He's only able to get up to the Timberwolf the Timberwolf 34, sorry. Be 4th and 6. We'll see what the Mavericks elect to do here. They're in Timberwolf territory, but not very deeply. And it does look like the Mavericks will try to punt here on 4th down. Trevor Powell back to do the kicking. Powell gets the kick off. It's a nice high kick. And it's going to settle down there at about deep in Timberwolf territory. The Mavericks down it at the 12-yard line. So we have our first punt of the night, and it's a good one by Powell. Backs the Timberwolves back up pretty deep in their own territory. Will take over 1st and 10. Underwood back in the shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass. They've had some success with that tonight. He throws it. Tipped by Tyree, but that will fall incomplete. Be 2nd and 10 for the Timberwolves from their own 12-yard line. Underwood lines up behind center this time instead of in the shotgun. He rolls out to his left. He's going to keep it. That's a run. Has a little bit of room, and he's going to get out to about the 17-yard line of the Timberwolves. So that's a nice gain of about 6 yards. Bring up about 3rd and 5 for the Timberwolves. Underwood lines up in the shotgun. Low snap, but he comes up with it. He's throwing, has a guy open. That's 23, Steve Westrup on the reception. Underwood's found him a few times here early in the game, and that's going to be good for a 1st down on that reception. Fresh set of downs at about the 28-yard line. Underwood throwing it again. It's a screen pass. Again to Westrup. That pass is going to bring the Timberwolves up to about the 33-yard line. Actually, officials will spot that ball about the 34-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 4. Underwood's going to line up in the shotgun. Jarniger into his side. Underwood going to throw again. He throws it out to Jarniger. Jarnigan, he breaks a tackle. Going to be close to the 1st down, but not quite there, I believe. Going to be just short. The official's going to spot that at the 37-yard line. So third and a short one for the Timberwolves. Underwood's going to keep it, try to punch it up the middle. He did not get much. We'll see if that was enough, however, because with the short distance on the third down. He brings it up to the 38-yard line.
There's going to be a measurement.
And the official's going to call timeout and try to measure and make sure. That is going to be good for the first down on the carry for Underwood. They will get a fresh set of downs at their own 38. So Timberwolves will get a fresh set of downs at their own 38. Underwood is lining up in the shotgun. He is going to hand it off to number 44. That is Joey McCleary on the carry. McCleary brings it out to the Maverick 39. That's a 3-yard gain. So second and the long 7 for the Timberwolves. Underwood lines up behind center. He fakes. He's going to take it off to his left side. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to be forced out of bounds at the 29-yard line of the Mavericks. That's going to be good for a first down. So first and 10 for the Timberwolves from the Maverick 29-yard line. And it's going to be handoff to Jarnigan. And he is making lots of tackles, and he going to bring it in for a touchdown for the Timberwolves. .29 yards on the touchdown carry for Jarnigan. And Timberwolves have pulled even with the Mavericks, and pending the result of this 2-point conversion. Underwood will line up behind center in an I formation. He's going to keep it to his left. He's able to get away from the tackler, but he is not able to bring it into the end zone. So almost able to break tackle and get the 2-point conversion for Underwood, but the Mavericks defense able to recover and prevent it and able to keep the tie. So here with 6:20 left in the second quarter, we have a tied score of 20-all. Eight-play, 68-yard drive there for the Timberwolves for the tying score. Underwood doing most of the damage for the Timberwolves. Had a couple passes for 27 yards. Also had a long run. And we will start from scratch here with the tie game with 6:20 left in the second quarter. Benford is the lone back deep for the Mavericks. Short kick, fielded by Powell. able to get a good return, almost got through the entire line of the Timberwolves. Finally brought down at about the 37-yard line of the Mavericks. So 1st and 10 from the 37 on 37. First and 10 from their own 37. Looks like Binford will be lining up in the shotgun. Powell to his left. Binford takes a snap. Hand off to Powell. He lunges forward for a nice gain. He gets out to the past midfield. He'll get to the 38-yard line of the Timberwolves. Call that a 5-yard gain for Powell on the ground to bring up 2nd and 5. Second and 5 for the Mavericks. Powell lines up in the shotgun. He's going to keep it to his left. He gets out of some trouble in the backfield. He's going to bring it up to the Timberwolf 33-yard line. Be very close to a first down. We'll see what the officials do here.
Give us a signal. Give us a signal. Looks like the Mavs are going to be.
Yeah, by the spot, we're going to be a little short of the first down. Be 3rd and very short from the 33. Mavericks call timeout, decide what they're going to do here on 3rd and short. Be 3rd and short for the Mavericks here early. I'll give you Binford stats. I have him at 15 rushes for just shy of 170 yards. Mavericks break huddle will try to convert here on 3rd and very short, although they are lining up and again in their favored shotgun formation. Binford takes a snap. He hands it off to Powell. Powell takes it up forward. He's going to have a first down. He brings it up to the 29-yard line of the Timberwolves. So 4-yard gain for Powell there. Good enough for the first down. The Mavericks will have a fresh set starting from the Timberwolf 29. Binford in the shotgun. He's going to keep it, but he is going to be corralled in the backfield. No chance to go anywhere on that play. That will be a loss of a few. He is taken down at the 34 of the Timberwolves. Called a loss of about 5 on that play. Second and long 15 for the Mavericks. Binford's going to take a snap from the shotgun, running forward. And he has got a lot of room. Is anyone going to be able to catch him? No, they are not. Binford has another touchdown on the ground. This time 34 yards on 2nd and long. So Binford continuing what he started last week and having quite a few yards on the ground here to start the game with just 4:26 remaining here in the first half. That 34-yard touchdown run restores the Mavericks lead. They lead 26-20, and we're going to try for a 2-point conversion. Binford takes a snap. He's going to drop back to pass. That is going to be intercepted in the end zone So no good on the conversion. So the score remains 26 for the Mavericks and 20 for the Timberwolves. Tyree back to do the kicking for the Mavericks. Tyree with a short kick. And covered by the Timberwolves at the 39-yard line, their own 39-yard line. So the Timberwolves will try to pull up even yet again. They'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 39.
Come on, defense. Come on, defense.
Underwood lines up behind center in the I formation. He's running off to his left. He's going to keep it. He's got quite a bit of room in front of him. He's going to get out to the Maverick 36-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Underwood behind center again, 2nd and 5. He's going to hand it off, but nothing doing for the run for the Timberwolves on that play. Joey McClary is carrying it, and that is no gain, only able to get back to the original line of scrimmage on the 36. Bring up 3rd and 5. Underwood out of the shotgun this time on 3rd and 5. He's going to pass it. He's going to go deep. Jarnigan. But Trevor Powell with some very good coverage tips it away, so that's going to fall incomplete. Bring up 4th and 5 from the Maverick 36. So 4th and 5 for the Timberwolves. We'll see what they like to do. They are in Maverick territory, but not by very much. We'll see if they decide to punt it away or if they will go for it. And it looks like they want some time to talk it over, and they call a timeout. So Timbers come out of the timeout. Looks like they will be going for it on 4th and 5. Underwood's going to line up in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He wasn't ready for it. He is only able to recover it and is down quickly in the backfield by Lyman Moorhead. So that little miscue by the Timberwolves will give the Mavericks some pretty good field position on their next possession. They'll take over at the 39-yard line, their own 39-yard line. Binford out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it up the middle. He's got some room. Nice gain to about the 31-yard line of the Timberwolves. Not going to quite be enough for the first down, but sets up still a pretty good situation for the Mavericks. They'll have a second and a short one from the Timberwolf 31. Binford in the shotgun. Tyree in motion. Fakes the handoff to Tyree. Binford's going to pass it. He's got Powell open. That is a completion from Binford to Powell. Powell is tackled down at the 23-yard line of the Timberwolves. Bring up first and 10 for the Mavericks from the 23-yard line of the Timberwolves. Binford will be in the shotgun with Powell to his side. Binford's going to keep it up the middle. He's got some room. He bounces outside to his right. He is going to be tackled by the Timberwolves, but not before he gets deep into Timberwolf territory, down to about the 3-yard line. Call it 20 yards on that gain for Binford. So they'll have first 4 downs to try and punch it in from the 3-yard line. Binford lines up in the shotgun. He hands off to Powell. Powell is going to get in nearly untouched into the end zone, and Mavericks have themselves another 6. So 3 yards on the touchdown run for Powell. That will extend the Mavericks' lead up to 32-20, and they'll try to get themselves another 2 points here at the end of that. Mavericks in shotgun formation. Binford takes a snap. Fakes the handoff to Powell, but is not able to get anywhere himself. He's down back at the 6-yard line. No good on the conversion. But the Mavericks do extend their lead on that possession. They now lead 32-20 with just under 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. At drive for the Mavericks, give you some updated stats. Binford now has 19 rushes, total of 228 yards on the ground, averaging just about 12 yards a carry. And as a team, the Mavericks have 25 carries and 273 yards on the ground. Tyree going to kick it. Short kick. Gets by the first line of the Timberwolves. They are going to cover it down at their own 32-yard line. So, first and 10 for the Timberwolves from their own 32 with just under 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. And they'll try to pull in to narrow the lead a little bit as they go into the locker room for halftime. Underwood out of the shotgun, back to each side. He's going to run to his left. He has quite a bit of room. He gets out to the 39-yard line of the Mavericks. Nice gain for Underwood. Looks like it's a gain of about, actually they're going to call him out at the 39 of the Timberwolves, so that's a 7-yard gain, bring up 2nd and 3. Underwood lines up in shotgun again. He's going to pass it off to Jarnigan. Jarnigan, he spins, misses a tackle. He gets down to about the 29-yard line of the Mavericks, so that's going to be a first down for the Timberwolves. A 12-yard gain for Jarnigan on that carry. Minute and a half left in the first half. The clock is ticking. Underwood running to his left, breaks a tackle, able to get out to the Maverick 25. Call it 4 yards there on first down for Underwood. Bring up 2nd and 6 from the Maverick 25. Minute 22 left here to play in the first half. Underwood lining up in the shotgun yet again. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Jarnigan, but Jarnigan does not have very much room. He's only able to get up to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of 1 on that play. So bring up 3rd and 5 as we have 1 minute left to play here in the first half. Underwood in the shotgun again. Drops back to pass. Good protection. Deep pass. Intercepted. That is Ross Binford with the interception. He's going to try to get some room in front of him. He's able to break some tackles. He's still on his feet. Still on his feet. And he is running down the sidelines. Still, but he has finally dropped. Nice return on the interception for Binford. He is able to bring it back from basically the end zone all the way back to the Timberwolf 22-yard line. So Mavericks will have just under 30 seconds to try and pad their lead here at the end of the first half. Binford's in the shotgun. He's going to keep it, running forward. Not able to have a lot of room, is only able to get up to about the 18-yard line of the Timberwolves. Kiowa County wanting to stop the clock with 23.4 seconds left to play in the first half. They have about 18 and a half yards left to go before they have a touchdown here. Again, they're leading 32-20 late in the first half. Going to try to pad their lead as they go into the locker room. So 23.4 seconds left to play in the first half. Mavericks have 2nd and call it 7 from the 18-yard line of the Timberwolves. Have a couple wide receivers split out left. Binford in the shotgun, Powell to the side, Tyree in motion to the right. Binford keeps it. He's going to try to throw it. He's got a man open. Powell has it, and he's going to get in for a touchdown. Touchdown pass, 18 yards from Binford to Powell. And the Mavericks are able to extend their lead here late in the first half. So Binford getting it done with his arm in addition to his legs. Finds Powell for a 6-point touchdown. They'll try for the 2-point conversion with 17.7 seconds left to go here in the first half. Binford going to try throwing it again. High throw, but nice jumping catch by Powell. Those two connect again. They connected for 6 points, and then they connected for another 2. So that lets the Mavericks double up their lead now on the Timberwolves. They're up 40-20 with 17.7 seconds left to play in the first half. So Mavericks have a nice drive there to extend their lead late in the first half. Tyree lining up to kick from the 30-yard line. See if they will go with a short kick on the ground, which is what they typically do. In case they don't, Jarnigan is deep. That is an onside kick. And that is fielded by Jarnigan, and he is going to be able to break through everything, and Timberwolves get those points right back. So kickoff return, touchdown for Jarnigan. Makes the score now 40-26 in favor of the Mavericks with 11.1 seconds left to play. Timberwolves line up for the two-point conversion. Underwood lines up. No runners in the backfield. He lines up in the shotgun. Fumbles the snap. Pitches out to number 44. Pitch, that is to Joey McCleary, but he is going to be stopped short of the goal line, so no good on the two-point conversion for the Timberwolves. Score remains 40-26 with just 11.1 seconds left to play here in the second half. .1 seconds left to play here in the first half here in Greensburg, Kansas. Mavericks have a 40-26 lead over the South Central Timberwolves. Binford will be receiving the kick deep for the Mavericks. Number 10, James Cook, will be doing the kicking for the Timberwolves. Cook kicks it. It's a line drive kick on the ground, fielded by Powell. Powell is dropped at the 31-yard line. 7.7 seconds left. So see if the Mavericks try to work a little magic here with just very, very little time remaining here in the first half. They will start from their own 31. Binford back on the shotgun. He's going to keep it, running up the middle. He bounces out to the right. He has a lot of room out in front of him. He is able to be forced out of bounds, and that will be the last play of the first half. Able to get out to the 17-yard line, but not enough for another score. So we will go into the locker room halfway through this game. The Mavericks will take a 40-26 lead back to the locker room. So an exciting first half here in Greensburg. A lot of points put on the board by both teams, but the favor is in the Mavericks. Well, the result is in the Mavericks' favor. Binford has quite a few yards on the ground here. When we come into the second half, I should have updated stats for you. But Binford doing a lot of damage on the ground, has a touchdown pass as well for the Mavericks. Underwood for the Timberwolves is doing quite a bit of damage with his arm. So a lot of offensive fireworks here in the first half, looking for probably the same that we continue in the second. And we look forward to seeing you when we come back after the break.
What's different this year is obviously we don't have as many seniors, so we have to build that back up. There's only 2 of us, and pretty much just Miss Morgan Fulton being crazy.
I'm looking forward to playing varsity and just, having a really good season, winning a lot of games. Looking forward to the new people that are started, and I think it's going to be really fun.
I had to get used to Ryan Hefsteading instead of our senior, and it took me quite a while to get used to her because I just come from junior high. And I think that we'll have like a really good varsity and JV because I don't know, all the girls are really accustomed to each other. But I think it's just gonna be the time spending with each other and practicing.
We have a lot of new people coming over to the varsity side, and they have a lot of different strengths. Like, we're really strong in the back row this year, and I think that'll really help us get better in the front row. I'm hoping we can make it to state again, and pretty sure we're going to be almost as good as we were last year.
We've got 26 girls out, which is awesome. So we always like numbers, and we can put 3 teams together. Everybody gets to play a lot, and so it's exciting. We lost 7 seniors last year. Obviously, you got a whole different makeup of a team. I've only got 2 seniors, so experience-wise, we've got some experience, but we also have a lot of kids that haven't played on the varsity level.
Dedicated to the common good through citizen journalism, the Media Center in the Commons has 5 main components. First, a state-of-the-art high-definition television broadcast studio, complete with LED light panel products, which are lightweight, cool-burning, and long-lasting. Pedestals and tripods from the Vitek Group hold Sony studio cameras. Clearcom intercom systems and headsets to coordinate it all, while patrons produce news and other creative projects. Second, a 22-foot HD TV production trailer for remote broadcast, a fully functioning mobile studio that was showcased at the Kansas State Fair in 2010, where 70 short interviews were produced with dignitaries such as Kansas Governor Sam Brownback.
This week, with a major entity looking at locating in Kansas.
This is supported by a very important element, a dedicated fiber backhaul system to allow for high-quality remote broadcasts from repeat locations such as the Kiowa County High School. The trailer itself is powered by NewTek's 850 TriCaster for network-style productions. A 32-channel Yamaha soundboard, Kramer products for signal distribution, and Avitech multiviewers. Also, a very important element to that media center is the WiMAX system, a service of Haviland Teleco, allowing for a robust web portal for up-to-date community calendar and, best of all, a venue to publish citizen-produced programs of people telling their stories and news. Also, archived videos produced by the Media Center staff. The center has an internet radio and interview studio, 16 editing stations supported by Adobe Creative Suite 5.5 and Smart Sound royalty-free music, all available and open to the community. Some goals are to build new creative skills for the 21st century.
Well, when we first started Video Club, the first thing I wanted to learn was how to run the computer, how to make videos. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to work with the stuff that I've got to work with. Just from working in the Video Club, I learned so much, and it's helping me out so much in college right now.
If I would have never had Video Club, I'd be pretty clueless about cameras and editing. I probably wouldn't even be considering it to further it into the college or something like that. So I'm pretty thankful for having this in town.
Other goals include engaging citizens in their city and county governments, encourage a sense of regional community, entertain and engage through live and archived event coverage, inform through accurate, immediate, and compelling stories. All on the internet, within easy reach of the world. So, what is your story? How would you like to tell it? Through radio, television, video postcards? It's all possible at the Kiowa County Media Center.
Welcome back to Greensburg, Kansas for the second half of this football game between the Kiowa County Mavericks and the South Central Timberwolves. Offensive showdown here so far. The score is 40-26 in favor of the Mavericks. As usual, Binford is getting it done for the Mavericks in a multitude of ways. First half, he has 21 carries for 265 yards. Also has a touchdown pass. Powell for the Rangers also having a good night. He's got 6 carries for 66 yards and average about 11. So good night on the ground for the Mavericks. But the Timberwolves are really kind of sticking with them. Underwood for the Timberwolves has has a number of completions, a couple touchdown passes, and also 12 carries for 78 yards. Had a very exciting end to the first half. The Mavericks scored a touchdown with just 11 seconds left remaining in the first half to extend their lead to 40-20 over the Timberwolves. Timberwolves able to return that ensuing kickoff back for a touchdown, which is how we arrived at our halftime score of 40-26. And to start out the second half, the Mavericks will be kicking off. I'm sure it will probably be Trevor Tyree doing the kicking for the Mavericks, and we have number 1 Stinson Underwood, who will be deep for the Timberwolves.
Ladies and gentlemen, I said, are you ready for the second half?
Tyree does line up to do the kicking.
Trevor Tyree going to kick off.
And he does a deep kickoff, fielded by Underwood. He's going to bring it forward. He's going to try to bounce it outside, but he's not going to be dropped at the 25-yard line of the Timberwolves. So actually, for a relatively long field for the Timberwolves, they're kind of used to starting near midfield today, but they'll have to start from their own 25 here to start out the second half. So Underwood lines up, shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Jarniger. Jarniger is only able to get out to about the 27-yard line and pick up 2. So that will bring up 2nd and 8 for the Timberwolves. So Underwood lines up under shotgun. He's going to hand off to number 44. He's going to power forward, and that looks like he's going to have enough for a first down. That is Joey McCleary on the carry. He gets out to the the Timberwolf 36-yard line. Good for a first down. Called a gain of 9 there for McCleary. So a fresh set of downs for the Timberwolves from their own 36.
First and 10 for the Timberwolves from their own 36-yard line.
Underwood takes the snap. He hands off to McCleary again. McCleary running to his left, cuts inside. He's going to get out to about the 39-yard line of the Timberwolves, gain of 3. Be 2nd and 7, just short of midfield for the Timberwolves. 7 yards to go here on 2nd down. Underwood in the shotgun again. Hands off to number 12. That's Kobe Lindsay. Not much there for Lindsay. He's going to get it up to midfield, but that's all. Gain of 1, bring up 3rd and 6. Actually looks like Lindsay lost the ball there. That is recovered by the Mavericks. Lindsay, the ball carrier on that play, is still down, so let's hope he gets up here pretty soon. Lindsay being helped off the field. Hopefully that's not too serious, and we'll see him back here tonight. If not, hope he gets well soon. So Mavericks will take their first possession of the second half, take over at midfield, 40 yards to go to try and extend their 40-26 lead over the Timberwolves. Right now there is just over 10 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Binford will line up shotgun. He hands off to Powell, but Powell does not have any room to run. He'll just get back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll have 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks from midfield. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks from midfield. Binford takes a snap. He's going to keep it, running towards his right. He has some room, and he gets up forward to about the 31-yard line. That won't be quite enough for a first down, but a nice gain for Binford nonetheless on second. Set up 3rd and about 1 from the 31-yard line of the Timberwolves. So 3rd and 1, short distance to go here on 3rd down for the Mavericks. Binford takes a snap. He's going to keep it. Met in the backfield, but is able to power forward, and that will be enough for a first down. Binford's keeper up the middle, gets a couple yards on that play, brings it up to the 29-yard line where the Mavericks will have a fresh set of downs. First and 10 for the Mavericks at the 29-yard line of the Timberwolves. Binford takes a snap. He's going to keep it, running up the middle, staying up the middle, and he is able to tiptoe around quite a few would-be tacklers, and he gets all the way out to the 12-yard line of the Timberwolves. So 1st and 10 for the Mavericks at the 12-yard line of the Timberwolves. That was a 17-yard carry there for Binford. Binford takes a snap. He hands it off to Powell. Powell has some room, but he is stripped of the ball inside the 10-yard line. Who came up with it? Powell recovered that ball. Officials are going to spot that ball at the 8-yard line. So call it about a 5-yard gain for Powell there on first down. Bring up 2nd and 5 from the 8-yard line of the Timberwolves. Powell takes a snap. He's going to keep it. Does not have a lot of room. Binford is able to get back. Actually called about a loss of 1 on that play. Just backed him up to about the 9. 3rd and 6. Mavericks break the huddle. 3rd down and about 6 yards to go. Deep in Timberwolf territory. Binford's going to keep it. Not a lot of room. He keeps it up the middle. Gets down to the 5-yard line. Gain of 4, but that is going to set up 4th down for the Mavericks. Be 4th and it's called a short 2 or a long 1 for the Mavericks. Deep in Timberwolf territory. I'm sure they're probably going to be going for it. 5 yards for a touchdown, 1.5 yards for a first down. South Central is going to call a timeout, discuss what their defensive plan is going to be here with 4th and 2 yards to go from the 5-yard line for the Mavericks. Right now, you're seeing a beautiful shot of our field here in Greensburg, Kansas, brought to you by Hardinger Construction. I have a camera up on a crane, graciously provided by Hardinger Construction, to bring you that nice perspective here of the action here tonight. Thank you to Hardinger Construction. So we've got 4th down and short 2 for the Mavericks here from the 5-yard line. We'll see if they can't make a touchdown on this play. Let's see if they at least can't get a first down and a fresh set of chains to punch it through. Benford takes a snap, keeps it himself. He bounces it to the outside, and he is going to get it all the way in for the 6 points. So Mavericks able to convert not just for a first down on 4th down, but able to bring it all the way in for the touchdown. So that brings the score up to 46 for the Mavericks to 26 for the Timberwolves. The Mavericks will try to extend that by 2 more points here with the conversion attempt. Benford takes a snap. He's going to throw it. He's got some pressure, but he is down in the backfield, back at the 10-yard line. So there are the 2-point conversion no good. The score remains 46 for the Mavericks to 26 for the Timberwolves. Also like to take this opportunity to thank a couple more of our sponsors who make this nice broadcast possible. ITC is a company that is bringing high-power transmission lines through Kiowa County and has made a generous donation to the Kiowa County Media Center Foundation. That is helping us establish a high-speed internet backhaul, which helps us stream these live. Also would like to thank 3-Tier Strategy, who is our live streaming provider. They provide the bandwidth and the server space so that we may bring this one broadcast from here in Kiowa County out to many, many people throughout the world on the World Wide Web. So thank you to 3-Tier and ITC for their generous donations, which have helped make this broadcast possible. So here with 6:25 left to go in the third quarter, Mavericks have a 46-26 lead, and Trevor Tyree will be kicking off for the Mavericks. Line drive kick, fielded by Underwood. Underwood's going to bring it out. He's got some room. He's off to his left side, and no one is going to be able to catch him, and that is the second kickoff return for a touchdown for the Timberwolves tonight. So special teams have been keeping the Timberwolves in this game. Timberwolves have not really had an answer for the Mavericks rushing offense, but thankfully for the Timberwolves, their special teams are really doing the job for them tonight. That's their second return for a touchdown. So that return brings them back up to within 16 points, 46-32, and they will try to convert here for the 2-point conversion. Underwood takes a snap. He's going to run to his left. He's going to try to cut inside, but no room whatsoever for Underwood. And the Timberwolves are denied on the 2-point conversion. Score remains 46-32, so a couple really quick back-to-back scores here. And Mavericks will try to extend their lead yet again for more than 16 points that it is at the current time. So Mavericks able to take advantage of a slow start from the Timberwolves to score the first 6 points of the second half. Fortunately, after that score by the Mavericks, the Timberwolves strike right back with a 65-yard touchdown return on that kickoff by Underwood. So score stands at 46-32 in favor of the Mavericks, and they will be receiving here with Benford deep. Ground ball kick gets by both lines of the front lines of the Mavericks. It is fielded by Powell, but he does not have much room to run. He's going to be down at the Maverick 22. So Timberwolves continuing their trend of good special teams play here in this game. The Mavericks will have a relatively long field ahead of them, but again, Mavericks have not had too much difficulty moving the ball down the field on the Timberwolves. So see if they continue that here with 6:08 remaining here in the third quarter. Benford takes a snap. He's going to keep it up the middle, but not much room. He's only able to get up to the 23. That will be a 1-yard gain for Benford. Bring up 2nd and 9. Benford in the shotgun. Low snap. He is not able to come up with it. The ball's still on the ground. The Timberwolves are going to come up with that. So the Timberwolves are going to have a nice opportunity to really cut into that lead of the Mavericks, taking over at the 21-yard line of the Mavericks with 5:31 left to play in the third quarter. Underwood takes a snap, but we have an early whistle. Looks like we're going to have a penalty on this play. And that'll be a false start on the Timberwolves, so they'll get backed up a little bit here to start their drive. 5-yard penalty brings that back to the 26-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Timberwolves at the 26-yard line of the Mavericks. Underwood lines up from just behind center. Pitches out to McCleary. Cleary bounces off a tackle. Gets back to about the original line of scrimmage where they started this drive. Gets out to the 21-yard line of the Mavericks. So that's a 5-yard gain. Bring up 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 here for the Timberwolves, trying to take advantage of the Maverick turnover and cut into the Maverick lead. Underwood lines up under the shotgun. He drops back. He's going to pass it. He's under some pressure. Rolls out to his right, but he does have some room in front of him. He cuts back inside. Enig is going to get it all the way up to the call it about the 10-yard line of the Mavericks. That'll get the Timberwolves a fresh set of downs. They'll take over 1st and goal. Official spotting that ball actually on the 9-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal from the Timberwolves from the Maverick 9. 1st and goal for the Mavericks. First and goal for the Timberwolves. Underwood takes the snap. He's running to his left. He's able to cut in and miss a tackle. He gets up to about the 6-yard line. Called a gain of 3, bring up 2nd goal. Second and goal for the Timberwolves from just inside their own the Maverick 7-yard line. Underwood takes a low snap. He's going to drop back to pass. And he had a man open, but the ball is just off of his fingertips. That is number 19, Nate Brooks, the intended receiver, but Brooks is not able to come up with it. Bring up third and goal for the Timberwolves from the Maverick 6-yard line. Third and goal for the Timberwolves. Underwood takes a snap. He's going to run to his right. He's got a little bit of room, but he is dragged down out of bounds by Trevor Powell. That is a nice tackle by Powell. If not for that, that would have been 6 points for the Timberwolves. As it is, it will end up being fourth and goal from the 5-yard line. Fourth and goal, the Timberwolves will be going for it here deep in Maverick territory. Let's see if the Mavericks come up with the stop and deny the conversion attempt for the Timberwolves. Pitch to McCleary. He is able to break a tackle and get into the end zone. Looks like the Mavericks had a chance to bring him down shy of the goal line, but were not able to get him. And he is able to power his way in from the left side for 6 points for the Timberwolves. That brings the score up to 46 for the Mavericks and 38 for the Timberwolves. They'll try to get themselves within 6 points here with the 2-point conversion. Timberwolves try an I formation for the 2-point conversion. Pitch back to Jarnigan. Jarnigan is not going to be able to get anywhere. He is dropped back at the 5-yard line. So Mavericks are able to retain their 8-point lead, but it is now a close game yet again. 46 for the Mavericks, 38 for the Timberwolves. So the Timberwolves were able to capitalize on fourth and goal, take advantage of that Mavericks turnover, and bring the Maverick lead down to 8 points here with 2:42 remaining here in the third quarter. Ground kick along the ground will be covered by, that is number 88, Tucker McKinney, who downs the ball for the Mavericks. Ball will be spotted at the Maverick 26, where the Mavericks will take over 1st and 10. Timberwolves able to cut into the Mavericks lead here in the second half. The Mavericks try to extend it back again here with 2:41 remaining in the third quarter. Benford takes the snap, running it himself around the right side. Another nice gain for Benford. He's going to get it down to about the 37-yard line of the Mavericks. Call it an 11-yard gain for Benford on first down. Brings up another first down for the Mavericks, this time from their own 37. Benford in the pistol formation. He takes the snap. He drops back to pass. Pressure from behind him. He's going to have to run it. He gets around to the right side. Not a lot of yards, but he's at least able to get into positive territory and avoid the sack. He gets up to the Maverick 39, gain of 2. Be 2nd and 8. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Mavericks at their own 39. Benford takes a snap. He's going to keep it around the left side. Does not have much room. He sheds a tackler, though. He cuts back inside. Finally tripped up at the 29-yard line of the Timberwolves. So didn't look like he had much, but he was able to break a tackle, avoid some defenders, and gets the first down out to the 29-yard line of the Timberwolves. $12 yards on that carry for Benford. First down for the Mavericks at the 29-yard line of the Timberwolves. Powell gets the handoff off to the right side. Nice gain for Powell. He gets out to the 22-yard line. Called a 7-yard gain for Powell on that carry. Bring up 2nd and 3, short 3, long 2 for the Mavericks at about the 21-yard line. Benford takes a snap. He's going to keep it running to his right, but he is wrapped up in the backfield. That is going to be a loss back to the 26-yard line of the Mavericks. And that's a 5-yard loss for the Mavericks, so it'll be 3rd and 7. Benford takes the snap. He drops back to pass. Has a man open. Not able to connect, but the receiver, that is number 8, Trevor Powell, he was hit early on that. That will be a pass interference call against the Timberwolves, I am sure. Powell a little slow to get up, but he does get up. That is indeed pass interference against the Timberwolves. That will get the Mavericks a first down. Officials will step that one off. Mavericks will take their next set of fresh downs at about the 19-yard line. I'm sorry, that's the 14. So first and 10 for the Mavericks. Benford's going to keep it, running up the middle. Short gain for Benford. He gets it out to about the 10-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 6. That will be the last official play of the third quarter here. We'll start the fourth quarter with the Mavericks leading 46-38 over the Timberwolves, but driving deep in Timberwolf territory to start the fourth quarter. Have 2nd down and about 6 from just inside the Timberwolf 10. Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter here in Greensburg, Kansas, where the Kiowa County Mavericks have a 46 to 38 point lead over the South Central Timberwolves. The Mavericks are driving deep in Timberwolf territory, have a second down and 6 yards to go from just inside the Timberwolf 10. So the Mavericks will try to extend their lead here to start out the fourth quarter. Binford in the pistol formation. He's going to pitch it out. But Powell takes the pitch, but not much room for Powell. Actually, he's going to be dropped for a fairly large loss there. That's going to push the Mavericks back to about the, call it the 8-yard line. I'm sorry, the 12. So it'd be 3rd and 9 from the 12. Binford's going to pass it. He's got a man deep in the end zone, but overthrows him. Jordan Wyrick is the intended receiver on that. The incompletion will bring up 4th down and about 9 to go from the 12-yard line. Kiowa County is going to call a timeout and discuss what they're going to do here on 4th and long, just at the start of the fourth quarter. Fourth and 9 for the Mavericks here. They've got 9 yards to go to get a first down. They have 12 to go for a touchdown, but they only have 1 down to do it in. See what they do. Tyree in motion. He's gonna take it, and he's gonna have a pass. He's got a man wide open. That is going to be a touchdown pass. Jordan Wyrick receiving from Trevor Tyree. A little trick play there from the Mavericks, but it works out well for him. Able to convert on 4th and long and get themselves another 6 points. Mavericks line up for the 2-point conversion. Binford keeps it himself around the right side and is able to convert that 2-point conversion. That will extend the Maverick lead. They'll have a little bit of a breathing room, now up 54-38 over the Timberwolves. Again, seeing our Skycam here at Greensburg, Kansas at Maverick Field. Skycam is brought to you tonight by Hardiker Construction, who has generously provided the crane, which we're using to give you this nice high perspective. So thank you to Hardiker Construction for sponsoring this football game. Tyree is going to be doing the kicking for the Mavericks. We'll see what he does. Short kick. The Mavericks recover it, but we'll see the kick go. The kick does not look like it went far enough. So chances are this one's coming back for the Mavericks, even though they recovered that onside kick. Officials discussing whether or not one of the Maverick players touched the ball before it got the requisite 10 yards. We'll see if they decided if the Mavericks touched it before they downed it, or if the first time the Mavericks touched it is at the downing spot, it will be Maverick ball. So we'll see what the officials decide after their conference. Looks like the officials will be upholding that flag, and looks like we'll probably have to re-kick the ball here. Take a look at the replay and see if the Mavericks did touch the ball before it crossed the 40. That is the official ruling. So the Timberwolves will take over from. They'll take over from the Maverick 34-yard line. So Timberwolves take over. Underwood takes a low snap. He's running around to his right, but he doesn't have any room. He's going to be dropped at the 35-yard line of the Mavericks. That's a loss of 1. So it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Timberwolves from the Maverick 35. Underwood in an I formation behind center. He's going to hand it off. McCleary gets the handoff, but he is not able to get any yardage on that play. Maverick run defense doing very well here early in this drive. Be 3rd and 11 from the Maverick 35. So long 3rd down conversion attempt here for the Timberwolves. It's 3rd and 11 from the Maverick 35. Underwood takes a snap. He's going to drop back and pass. Looks like that one may be picked off by number 8, Trevor. Oh, I'm sorry, that is Benford on the interception, not Powell. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. That was Trevor Tyree, number 18. I get the 8s, 10s, and 18s mixed up. Sorry, guys. But the end result is the same, regardless of who actually picked it off. The Mavericks will take over at their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Benford takes a snap. He's going to keep it up the middle. Bounces outside to his right. He's got some room in front of him. He cuts back inside, breaks a tackle, and he gets all the way out to the 25-yard line of the Timberwolves. Another outstanding run for Benford. Called about a 29-yard gain on the ground for Benford there. Bring up 1st and 10 for the Mavericks from the Timberwolf 26. Benford takes a snap. He's going to hand off to Powell. Powell breaks a tackle, powers forward. He gets down to just inside the 20. That's going to be about a 6-yard gain for Powell. Brings up 2nd and 4 from the 20-yard line for the Mavericks. Benford's going to hand it off. That's a handoff to Coulter Brown with his first carry of the night. He gets a nice gain for his first carry. He brings it down out to about the 14-yard line of the Timberwolves. Good for a 1st down. First and 10 from just inside the 15-yard line of the Timberwolves for the Mavericks. Looks like they're going to have a second huddle, reconsider their first play call, but they're breaking huddle right now and going back to the line. Binford takes a snap. He's going to keep it, running up the middle. Does not have much room, unfortunately, for the Mavericks. Only able to get back to the 15-yard line, call it no gain on the play. So it'd be second down and about 10.5 for the Mavericks. They need to get just inside the Timberwolves 5-yard line for a first down. Of course, the alternative is just gain the full 15 and try and extend their lead over the Timberwolves and get a 6-point conversion. Binford takes a snap. Hands it off to Coulter Brown. Coulter does not have any room, however. He's going to lose yardage again for the Mavericks. He's back up to about the 16-yard line, called about the 16.5. That's another 1-yard loss. So third and long for the Mavericks from the 16-yard line of the Timberwolves. Binford takes a snap. He's going to run around to his left side. He does not have any room, but he is still on his feet. I have no idea how he did that, ladies and gentlemen. He had 3 Timberwolves hanging all over him. Timberwolves unable to bring him down, and he brings it all the way in for a touchdown on 3rd and 12 from the 16. I hope we have some good replays of that, because that was just an amazing effort by Binford. Really looked like he had absolutely nowhere to go. Timberwolves all around him, but able to break many, many tackles and bring it in for a touchdown and bring the Mavericks total up to 60 points here with 7 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Binford, low snap on the conversion attempt. He's going to throw it. Just out of the hands of Jordan Wyrick. Binford had put it just over the defender. Wyrick looked to be in good position, was just not able to come down with the ball. Still, that's a good drive for the Mavericks. An amazing, really, touchdown run by Binford. Not his highest yardage total of the night, but as far as the effort and breaking tackles, that was quite spectacular. That touchdown run by Binford comes on by my very, again, unofficial totals. Please don't take my word on this, but I have him at 35 attempts for 368 yards. So once again, a very, very good night for Binford here against the Timberwolves. Tyree kicks it off. Short kick on the ground, covered by the Timberwolves at the Maverick 39. Sorry, call that the Timberwolf 39. So they'll take over 1st and 10 from the Mavericks 39. Underwood lines up in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. Got a lot of time, but he's going to take a run. He's got room. Bounces out to the left side. He is forced out of bounds finally, but not before he gets a very nice gain out to the 22-yard line. That's a 19-yard gain for Underwood on that scramble carry. And they will get a fresh set of downs at the Maverick 22. Underwood once again in the shotgun. Low snap, but he comes up with it. He's going to pass it again. And he's going to scramble yet again out to his right, but not nearly as much room this time. He is only able to get out to about the original line of scrimmage at the 22, so bring up 2nd and 10. Just under 7 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. The Mavericks lead over the Timberwolves 60-38, but the Timberwolves are driving into Maverick territory with 2nd and 10 from the Maverick 22. Jarniger in motion, but we do have a flag. We'll see if that is going to be a false start or an offsides. That's actually a delay of game on the Timberwolves, so they'll get five yards backed up. Push them back to about the 27-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 15. Underwood out of the shotgun. Drops back to pass yet again. Throwing deep for Jarnigan. That was an amazing catch by Jarnigan. The Mavericks had very good coverage there deep in the end zone, but Jarnigan jumps up and extends to make a one-handed grab for the touchdown. So very nice play, Underwood to Jarnigan on the 22-yard touchdown pass. Sorry, 27-yard touchdown pass after the penalty. Timberwolves line up for the two-point conversion. Underwood pitches it out to the left. McCleary, he gets the pitch, but he is stacked up and pushed back. So good rushing defense for the Mavericks on the two-point conversion. They keep their lead at 16 points, 60-44 over the Timberwolves with 6:43 remaining here in the fourth quarter. So the offensive showdown continues here in this contest between the Mavericks and the Timberwolves. We have eclipsed 100 points scored between the teams so far here, about midway through the fourth quarter. The Mavericks lead 60-44 over the Timberwolves, and they will actually be receiving the kick with Ross Binford deep set to receive for the Mavericks. Number 10, James Cook will be doing the kicking for the Timberwolves. Low kick for the Timberwolves. Kick rolls out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. Ball was touched by the Mavericks before it rolled out of bounds, so they will take over where it went out of bounds at the 24-yard line, their own 24. Binford quarterbacking for the Mavericks. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Going up the middle. Breaks another tackle. I tell you, he is just doing that repeatedly here tonight. Just when it looks like he's going to be wrapped up for not much gain, he's able to break a tackle, get around some defenders. That time he's able to bring the ball out to the Maverick 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. Second and 1 for the Mavericks. Hand off to Powell. Powell has a lot of room. He is finally brought down at the 19-yard line of the Timberwolves. We have a flag thrown at the spot of the tackle. Looks like the Mavericks may get a little bit of more yardage tacked on at the end. Looks like Powell suffered a personal foul face mask when he was tackled there at the end of that run. So the Mavericks will get half the distance to the goal, which will bring the ball up to the 10-yard line. Just inside the 10, it'd be 1st and goal. Mavericks break huddle on 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Benford takes the snap. He's going to keep it. Running up the middle. He's got room, and he is going to take it in for another touchdown. So that's 10 yards on the touchdown run by Benford. So that 6-point touchdown run for Benford brings the score 66-44 for the Mavericks. Coulter Brown takes the handoff on the 2-point conversion, but he is stopped at the 1-yard line, no good. So with 5:24 remaining here in the game, Mavericks able to extend their lead up to 22 points. They're up 66-44 over the Timberwolves. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank a couple of the sponsors of the Media Center. The first sponsor we'd like to thank is Three Tier Strategy. Three Tier Strategy is the live streaming provider for the Kiowa County Media Center, and they make this live stream to you at home possible. Another sponsor we'd like to thank is ITC. ITC is building a high-power transmission line through Kiowa County and has made a generous donation to the Kiowa County Media Center Foundation to help us pay for some of the bandwidth that we need to bring these games to you. So thank you very much to Three Tier Strategy and ITC. Tyree set to kick off for the Mavericks. Short kick. Smothered by number 12, that's Kobe Lindsay. Timberwolves take over at about their own 35, where they'll have 1st and 10, and they have just under 5.5 minutes to make up a 22-point deficit. Underwood's going to line up in shotgun with no backs, have a couple of wideouts for the Timberwolves. Underwood is going to throw it, but that is intercepted. Big field ahead for Triver Tyree. Tyree gets the interception, and he returns it back to the Timberwolf 20. where the Mavericks will take over and try to extend their lead to really kind of wrap up this game, perhaps. So with 5:15 remaining, the Mavericks will take over 1st and 10 from the Timberwolf 20. Binford's going to keep it up the middle. Not a lot of room for Binford, but he does get it up to about the 17-yard line. Second and just under 8 for the Mavericks from just inside the 18-yard line. Clock is running down for the Mavericks. 4.5 minutes left to play. Binford hands it off. Powell takes the handoff, and he's going to bring it in just inside the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of about 3 for Powell on that second down carry. Bring up 3rd and 5 from the 15. Powell's going to keep it, running up field, up the middle, and he is going to get into the end zone untouched. Binford has yet another touchdown carry. This one of about 15 yards to bring the Maverick total up to 72 points for the night with just under 4 minutes left to play in the game. Maverick's going to line up for the 2-point conversion. Binford fumbles the snap and is just going to fall on it there at just inside the 10. No good on the conversion, but the Mavericks do have a fairly comfortable lead here, 72-44 with under 4 minutes left to play in the game. Tyree set to do the kickoff for the Mavericks. Officials are going to call that play dead. The Timberwolves are going to take over at their own 34-yard line. First and 10 for the Timberwolves. Underwood takes a snap. He's going to throw it. He rolling back and out. Yeah, he does. He ran about 20 yards back of the original line of scrimmage trying to avoid tacklers. He does avoid them, but only back to about the original line of scrimmage. Actually, we'll call it a gain of 1, although he ran probably about 40 yards total.
As you're looking like you're tired, you need to stop that.
Be 2nd and 8 for the Timberwolves. And we're going to pass just under 3 minutes left in the game. Underwood takes a snap, throws it back to Jarnigan. Jarnigan breaks some tackles, breaks more tackles. Looks to lose the ball, but he recovers his own fumble. That will end up being a first down completion from Underwood to Jarnigan because the Timberwolves get up to about the 36-yard line. It's a handoff to Jordan Sanders. He is hit hard to stop him. Sanders gets the ball inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line of the Mavericks, where he'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7 for the Timberwolves.
Underwood behind center. He's going to drop back to pass. Doesn't have anyone open. He's going to try to run it, but he is not going to be able to get far. He is going to be sacked by Carl Huffman. Sack backs the Timberwolves back up to the 34-yard line. Just under a minute and a half left to play here. 72-44 in favor of the Mavericks. Underwood takes his low snap on 3rd down. He's going to pitch it out to his left to Jarnigan. Jarnigan able to make it up to the 25-yard line. That will be shy of the first down. South Central's going to take a timeout here with exactly 1 minute left to play. They're going to have a 4th down and about 4 yards to go to convert. Be 4th and 4 for the Timberwolves from the Maverick 25. 1 minute left to play here in the game. Underwood fumbles the snap, able to recover it, it looks like. But despite that recovery, they will turn it over on downs. The Mavericks will take over from their own 26-yard line, 27-yard line, with just under a minute left to play. So look for the Mavericks to just really run the clock out here with a comfortable lead of 72-44. Binford's going to take a knee. So the Mavericks will be running the clock out here with a 72-44 lead with under a minute left to play. Interesting call here by the Timberwolves coach, Matt Smith. They're down big with under a minute left to go. The Mavericks look to be content to run out the clock, but the Timberwolves don't want to let them do that. The coach does call a timeout, so it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Mavericks with 50 seconds left to go and a 28-point lead. Benford will kneel it down yet again. Clock will be running down this time, however, so see if 16 seconds left to go on the play clock, 25 seconds left on the game clock. Mavericks will kneel it down one last time, and that should be the game. That will be the last play of the game. Benford takes the knee to make it official. 72-44 in favor of the Mavericks. Well, thanks for joining us here in Greensburg. Another victory for the Kiowa County Mavericks, winning 72-44 over the South Central Timberwolves. Yet again, another great night for the starting quarterback of the Mavericks, Ross Binford. I have him unofficially at 40 attempts on the ground for just shy of 400 yards, average of about 10 yards per carry. Many touchdowns for Binford, all but one of which were on the ground. He did have one touchdown pass to Trevor Powell. Powell himself also had a good night with several carries and some good yardage. So kudos to not only those two players, but also to the Maverick offensive line for opening up some nice gaps for him. So it's second straight victory for the Mavericks, building some momentum here midway through the season. They have one more home game remaining, their homecoming game on October 14th, I believe, so we look forward to seeing you there again. So thank you for joining us here in Greensburg, Kansas, and we look forward to seeing you next time.